got some more set photos for Scream 6. Let's get into it.
What's your favorite scary movie? Name it.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Well, Pennywise the dancing now.
We're gonna get you.
Oh, Lord on the beast!
God, don't do that.
But sometimes death is better.
Hey everybody, what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Today we're talking a little bit about Scream 6. We have some more set photos from straight from Montreal, Canada to talk about. Now, before I get into that, I'm gonna need y'all to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Also, if you're getting sick of the Scream updates every single day, look no further than this Friday when I'll be doing a review on the Black Phone early and also some Nope updates. I'll be doing like a Nope video and a little live stream later on in the day. So make sure to check all that out on Friday. Now, getting into this, we got some new pictures from an @BenCleary_. It was just nothing crazy. It's just like these pictures of like some building with like a tarp over it. It's nothing insane, you know. It's just kind of like, okay, hey, cool. Now another account @OOCGNG. Ook Gang, maybe? I don't know what the hell that means, but it revealed some photos that were taken later on in the day. As you can see, it's a little darker out when these were shot. And I would assume that maybe this tent thing was up to cover up what they were trying to work on with the building. There's a few things that may or may not have been there before that I feel like maybe they were like throwing at some Easter eggs at us. There's above the doorway, you can see this thing that says Milton, which could be a reference to Lance Henriksen's character from Scream 3, John Milton, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's a weird coincidence. And then also another thing that I feel like cannot be a coincidence is the address of this building is 1939, the year that Wes Craven was born. So it looks like maybe this is something that was either like put on the building or like something that they were like, oh, hey, look, the address of this building is 1939. Let's use it because it's perfect. It's a Wes Craven Easter egg. We are still seeing his legacy continued even into the 6th entry here, which is of course wonderful. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that's amazing. That's great that they're honoring Wes Craven. He was one of the best horror directors of all time. Something that does worry me about this though is that I hope that Radio Silence doesn't take the same approach that they did with the last film, which I would understand if they did. I mean, it was successful, made $140 million at the box office, but it just felt like more of the same to me overall. The more I watch Scream 5, the more I think to myself, man, this just feels like another Scream film. You know, I wanted something different. I wanted something fresh and new. And there was some cool ideas I think that they had in there, but overall the structure of the film is just the same as everything we've gotten in the past. So I hope that Scream 6 is much more a Radio Silence film than opposed to a Radio Silence mimicking Wes Craven kind of film. Now those Easter eggs are very cool, but then we also got some pictures of Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera walking out of this building in probably some scene where they're maybe having some back and forth dialogue, maybe they're having some kind of fight. It looks like Melissa Barrera's character is leading and Jenna Ortega's character is like running after her for some reason. Maybe Jenna has upset her for some reason. Like I've talked a little bit about how their relationship is going to expand in this next movie. I really hope they focus on the Carpenter sisters and make them like the focal point of this movie, especially with the absence of Sidney Prescott. You have to have somebody be your lead. You know what I mean? You can't just not throw someone else into the limelight like that. So what I'm thinking here is that maybe they got into some kind of argument. Maybe Jenna snuck out or something against Sam's wishes, and because there's a Ghostface killer running around, of course. So maybe they're having some kind of argument, and maybe she's like, oh my God, you know, like, Tara, you could have gotten yourself killed. What were you thinking? And she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. They could have some kind of argument here. I really hope that Sam is a little more overprotective of her sister. To me, that just makes a lot more sense to where this storyline would be going, especially because Sam was just not present in Tara's life throughout the events before Scream 5 or even during the events of the 5th film. So now to see the opposite of that, where Sam is like really just taking over and being like, I'm gonna be the best sister ever, I'm gonna make sure that she's totally safe, and I'm gonna be super overprotective, she overdoes it. I think that would be really cool to see that. That just feels natural, something that would really happen in real life. And that's something that I think Scream has always gotten right, is you've always felt this sense of realism in this really ridiculous, silly slasher movie. Not really speculating anything crazier than that. I mean, like, there wasn't really a ghost face running around, there wasn't any like blood or any other characters getting murdered, so I think it's probably just gonna be a dialogue scene, nothing too crazy. Something else I want to add to all this is, maybe this is counterintuitive of me to say as someone who has been doing all this research all morning and then pumping out a video like this, but I do find it kind of strange that there's so many people out there who are hell-bent on getting pictures that Paramount does not want us to see. I don't know. There's something about that that's just kind of strange to me. I mean, this is a franchise. You know, if it wasn't the Scream franchise, I wouldn't be that surprised. If this was like Halloween Ends, we had some people taking pictures behind the scenes. Okay, that's one thing. But it's strange to me that we have so many Scream fans that want to spoil it, that want to figure out the answers before the movie even comes out. Like, that's all the fun of these movies, is not knowing what's going to happen before it happens. I think the biggest reason I was I was so on not spoiling that last movie was because that's the really fun part of it, is that you don't know who the killers are. You're trying to figure out the whole time. If you knew who the killers were going into it, it just wouldn't be any fun. I mean, I was so glad that I didn't get that spoiled for me. I did not know it was Richie and Amber before Scream 5, and I was really blown away. I was like, oh, no way. Amber really got me, Richie not so much. But it was still the first time that I hadn't seen a Scream film in the theaters, and I didn't have any previous knowledge of it going into it. So it was cool. It was really awesome. And I was like, oh my God, that was a good reveal, man. That's why I think, honestly, the Amber reveal is one of my favorite reveals in the entire franchise. It's awesome. It's really well done. And I hope to have the same thing with 6. I hope it's even more shocking and surprising. And I really hope someone doesn't get a damn picture of something from the third act, because I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that beforehand. So I'm not trying to crap on these people who have taken pictures of like the set photos and all that. I just find it strange, that's all. Especially from a fandom and franchise like this, you would think people would want to keep it more secretive, but I don't know. It's just strange to me. What do you guys think about all these set photos? Do you like those little Easter eggs? And what do you think Jenna Ortega's character and Melissa Barrera's character are talking about in this scene? Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this new Scream 6 update video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Also, if you'd like to support this channel further, please make sure to support me on Patreon or become a channel member by clicking that join button on my page. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.